Hey y'all, it's your girl Holiday Season. I'm back with another story time, y'all. I feel like it's been a minute since I talked to y'all. Like, how y'all been doing? That's good. Oh, I just forgot to do the holla, 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 holla at me. Hey, holla at me. Hey, holla at me. Okay, so the Bible verse for today is going to be vengeance is not yours, it's the Lord's, right? Because this Bible scripture has something to do like with this story or whatever. So remember I told y'all I had like a friend who worked at a major store who's like that sell Uggs, right? So I was like, this particular day I'm going to go, hang out with her or whatever. And usually when we would hang out, I just go pick her up or whatever, right? So I'm picking her up from there. So when she get in the car, like something is wrong with her, right? So I'm like, what's going on? Like what's wrong with you? You good? And so a lot of times she really wouldn't tell me or whatever, because I feel like she knew like I was gonna want to do something about it. And a lot of times, like I said, vengeance is not yours, it's the Lord. Let people deal with that stuff on their own, because let me do this. So because like it's not your business. Like, let people deal with their stuff on their own. They're gonna get through it. They always got through it before they even met you. So let people get through their stuff on their own. So she just going and like, she really didn't want to tell me. She was like, but then after a while, like if you keep asking, people really want to tell you, they're gonna get into it. So she got into it. So like, long story short, but I'm just getting to how she was telling me. She was just like, yeah, like such and such at the job. This dude, like she was talking to at the job, like was basically talking to her and somebody else. So basically, and the long story short, I ain't gonna really get into really deep details until it relates to me. So basically, the dude she was talking to basically was talking to somebody else, and now the girl was playing in her face like she wanted to be friends. And like she was just telling me like the girl coming to me asking me questions about this person, like what I'm gonna do on this day, what I'm doing on that day, and this, right? And like me, I'm a person, like I feel like I always see through BS a little bit. So I was like, it seemed like a lot of people just kind of playing in your face. Like, I was like, why, if she know that you talk to this person, why would she feel like she got to come to you as a friend? Because she was saying like the girl was trying to come to her like as a woman, like, yeah, I think such and such is doing this, but like basically like in a way trying to play in her face. Because like she was a person who, I would like to say, like, I don't want to say we was the exact same person, but it was like people thought they could play. And me, I used to feel like, dang, if somebody feel like they could play with her, that mean like they think they could play with me as well. So yeah, so we going into detail. She was like, so she didn't ask me what she think I should do. What, it's kind of in an indirect way she did, but really she didn't really want to say what it was that she should do or whatever. And so when I started getting in detail about what I felt like she could do about it, or because you talking to me about it, so I need to be able to say something about it, like, whatever, because you wouldn't tell me if you didn't really want my opinion or whatever. She did ask though, anyway. So basically I was just like, I think you should kind of like tell her like you don't want to hang around her. Like, why is she like trying to come closer to you and she know like y'all talking to the same guy? She was like, yeah, that's weird.
Hey y'all, if you're holiday here, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. But basically what I'm trying to say, and I really couldn't get it out, is so basically like the girl would be asking her questions like, so what would you do if your dude did this, or what would you do if your dude was doing this, the whole time they was talking to the same dude and she knew it.
But she being nice about it though. She's being nice about it. I'm like, it don't matter. She playing. Like, she know that she see you with that dude, and I'm pretty sure like y'all, go on breaks and all this together, blah 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 blah, right? So I used to be a little bit too invested in other people's stuff because I never really had anything going on at this time. So it was like, when somebody tell me something, I'm so sick of this little piece. Me and this little piece finna have it out. Stay. So yeah, so she just kept going on and on about it, and I was just like, so like really after we got to the end of it, I mean, the girl was doing some crazy stuff. So I was like, okay. She was like, but I don't need you to say anything about it, blah, blah, blah. Because she knew I knew the girl or whatever, right? So I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm going to have to do something about it, because we be seen together. And like, when we're seen together, people going to think they could play with me too. And like, a lot of people, I feel like used to play with her a lot. And, yeah, but Anyway, so I was like, I got this great idea that, because like one of her friends used to work at this certain place, and like me and the girl that we was talking to, well, the girl that, you know, that was messing with her at the job, we just gonna name them 1 and 2. So 1 was the one that worked with her. 2 was somebody who worked somewhere else. So basically, I was like, you know, 2, just her friend. I was like, I don't really care for 2 or whatever. And I feel like 2, and she would also tell me how like 2 was playing into her face, but this story ain't about that. I have to get to that later. So I was like, okay, since 2 want to play, I could play with her too. So I was like, she was like, no, what you thinking about? I was like, don't her dude work at such and such with her? She was like, yeah, she do. I was like, okay, she playing with you, I'm finna play with her. Like, that was me back then. That was just so dumb to think like that. Like, oh, y'all see my shirt. I don't want YouTube to think like I ain't got nothing on. Like, YouTube, I got something, you know. So basically, I was like, yeah, like, she want to play hardball or try to act funny, we could be funny. Like, you want to laugh and hee, I could be hilarious. Like, I could be a clown too, just like you. That's how I used to think back then, right? I'm glad, like, I'm so happy for bro. So basically, we pull up to the place or whatever, and let me go into detail about 2. I didn't like 2 because 2, she flirted with my dude. Like, she flirted with DC at one time. So I felt like, okay, this my time. You know, she said she go with this dude. Okay, so we pull up that night, boom, at this little place that they worked at, right? So it was like, I was like, that's the dude she talked about. She was like, yeah, that's him. So I'm like, okay, I'm finna get his number or whatever, right? So I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, spit my little game, whatever. So I spit the game. He gave me the number easy. Like, hey, dudes be so easy, bro. Very easy. Like, okay, so basically I got his number, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get this revenge. Remember, I'm trying to get no revenge for nobody, especially for nobody else. Don't do that. Let them fight their own battle. Cause you be carrying all that energy from some shit that they had going on. So yeah. So basically I'm like, okay, yeah, so she wanna play. So I'm all on Snapchat popping with it. I'm like, yeah, just got his number. We finna go on a date. Girl, wasn't nobody going on a date. I was like, yeah, finna go on a date. This and this. I'm talking big junk. Thinking I guys got it, right? Just got it. Thinking I'm doing something, y'all, right? And I think I named her, the girl that used to work at the store that sell the Uggs. I think her name was Rosie. So basically, I'm talking to Rosie. I think it was Rosie. Yeah, wasn't it Rosie? Y'all get me right, because I'm forgetting names. So basically, anyway, just stick to the strip. So basically, Rosie was like, I felt like it was some stuff Rosie wasn't telling me. Like, I always felt like I was out of the loop on some stuff because of, like, Rosie. Like, it used to be like, if I'm helping you with something, just kind of, can I get some insight on it a little bit? Like, tell me what's going on. But she really would not tell me about the dude, anything about the dude. So, and another thing too, I just felt like a dude to tell you anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, because he don't owe you any loyalty. This man never said he was your dude. This man never said y'all was going together. He never said anything of that nature. So it was just like, when it came to that, I felt like she probably didn't have like enough confidence to say, well, hey, maybe I should fall back. Maybe this is this girl's guy. Cause like the girl was posting this guy on the internet and doing all of this stuff. So I was just like, yeah, I'm like, at this point, you playing in my friend's face. Cause I know that y'all talk and text, but it's just like, I think the guy really just want the F, but they never did in a way, because she, you know, didn't want to. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's good that she didn't. But that other girl was effing him. So she think that's her dude. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, yeah, but I'm getting fired up because she coming after work and telling me that all this is happening. I'm fired up for her. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, you know, like, okay, I'm finna talk to this dude. So I started talking to the dude or whatever. Basically, the long story short, it didn't get nowhere with him. He was so lame. I just couldn't. I couldn't. Like, ugh. Oh. Sorry, God. I gotta just say it. But anyway, so I don't sometimes telling these stories, like, get a little excited because I'm finally telling my story. Like, y'all don't know how hard it's been to just sit down and be like, how I'm gonna tell this, I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put that. And the whole time, just tell the story. Just tell it. Ain't nothing else to it but to do it. So basically, I was just, oh yeah, make sure you go follow me on all my social medias. In the bio. It goes down in the description. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So I'm just chilling. We talking, and he basically was like, so tell me about you, like this and that and that. He was like, yeah, you gonna come over to my side? I'm like, nah, I ain't coming over to your side. Cause like I said, like I was just doing this to make her mad, cause she was on my Snap as well. So I was just doing this to make her mad. So it was only time we would really talk to him was if we came to that place or whatever, right? But like I said, if he was home, I probably would be texting him just because I know she probably would be. Anyway, yeah, vengeance ain't yours, it's the Lord's, remember. So I'm just sitting up there talking, we blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so what's going on? He was like, I don't really talk to her like that, but like this and this, that's my ex, really. Like, we don't go together. I'm like, this is me. Man, people be lying. Yes, that is. Like, y'all be in that boo going. That's your whole girl. You ain't got a lot of me to kick it because we really ain't kicking it for real. I'm just letting you know. Stop playing with my man and tell your friend to stop playing with my friend, man, because that was her man. That was her man. Stop playing. Anyway, that's how it was back then, not now. So basically, yeah, so I'm just talking. We going on about the day. Going on about the day. Friend go to work. She can't even sell no Uggs this day. Stuff is just going just so terrible. I'm like, so what's going on again? She like, it's just something always happening. Like, I got to do all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And, such is making me do this and da, da, da. I'm like, dang, she's still going in it. I'm like, dang, I got to go talk to another friend of hers. Like, I got to go talk to another ex of hers. So basically, after that happened, number two, she was upset with me. She did not like me. So another day come. So friend also had, what I keep calling her friend. What's Rosie. Rosie also had like this other person at the job that she would talk to, and I felt like he would carry a bone. I hate a person who carry a bone. Like, stop carrying a bone, like, especially if you're not helping a person. In this case, I felt like I was helping because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to her dude since you playing. Like, I ain't go F him or anything, even though he wanted to, I didn't. But it was just like, at least I'm helping. But he would always come back and like he would be telling her like the certain days that such and such had off. Oh, that mean he probably finna go be with her, da 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 da. And basically you doing stuff as a manager that you shouldn't be doing to a person who's just like everyday working person. Like, you're being messy. Like, you're not telling her to do something else better. Well, I wasn't either, but hey, he was a manager over her, so it was just like, I felt like he was giving her information to basically do just dumb stuff. So, and how these people eventually gonna come all together, and I just felt like they was setting her up because she had a person at the time. You feel what I'm saying? So, and ain't nobody perfect. Like I said, I ain't perfect either. Shoot, I invited people to my house from Tinder after a couple of days. I'm not perfect. Hey, it's all out there. So it's like I said, I'm not trying to expose nobody. That's why I get on fake names and don't think you know what I'm talking about, because you don't. So yeah, so I'm just basically yeah, so he was just giving her information. She getting information. I'm hearing the information. I'm kind of getting fired up because I'm like, okay, so they keep playing in your face. And I'm like, so is he. I feel like you need to like kind of stop telling him your business. She's like, how can I stop telling him my business? I'm like, girl, it's a leak in the room. It's a leak in the building. Have you ever heard that song at church? There's a leak in this whole building, y'all. It's a leak. Somebody is telling the information and going back and forth. Do you not get it? Like, what's going on, right? This girl, like, I don't see why I should just stop being friends with such and such. Me either. So basically, I can't talk to nobody else because like she don't have another ex. At this point, she probably want to talk to my ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was not understanding why she wasn't getting it. So anyway, now we back at this place that we had no business being at. It's gonna be so much drama for this place. Like, oh my God. So we back at the place or whatever, and with it, like, the number 2 and the guy that I was supposed to be talking to just to get back at my friend, and my friend, little person, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we back at that place. And so this day we in what's the name car, right? So we like we just pull up, and like we would just like being childish, like so childish, like and then a lot of times I feel like when I would try to be the bigger person, I was a bigger person, but when I would try to be the bigger person, here come Rosie will do something extra, like like say if we taking the order or something, she'll be like, I don't know what I want. Like, I've been got mine out quick, and then she'll do something, then that'll make them get an attitude on there. And I'm like, girl, we gotta eat this one. And then, like, one thing about it, if somebody used to get an attitude back with me, like, I gotta just say something back. Like, I didn't care what it was, and I would still eat the food. Like, like, they could have been doing anything to us. They could have been doing anything to us or whatever, right? So basically, what's her name come outside, and like she trying to like have a conversation, but she trying to like be funny a little bit, but not really be funny. So I'm like, yeah, number 2 trying to be funny, but you know what, it was already funny. But I was just like, I don't even think talking to that dude is really getting to her. So anyway, yeah, I felt like the only thing that got to her was when like I posted him on my Snapchat or something. That was the only thing that probably had got to her or whatever, right? So basically, anyway, fast forward. So like I said, remember I told you Rosie had a person already, but she was liking somebody else at the job as well. And it's crazy because like, y'all supposed to be selling Uggs. So basically, she was like, I just feel like, anyway, I'm finna say too much, but it is what it is, because don't nobody know who I'm talking about. Like, I had a bunch of friends who work at certain places, like a lot of people who work at certain places, like, anyway, so yeah, whatever. So anyway, they back there or whatever. And so now Rosie's actual person has found out about the other person. So it's like some static. That person is really upset, right, about it. Rosie's actual person is upset. So guess what happened? Rosie, okay, remember thing 1 and thing 2, right? So Rosie's really person who she was really with basically knew thing 1 and thing 2, and they all hanging out. And so she see them on Snapchat, and we all in the car. She like, such and such ain't really hit me up today. I feel like something wrong. I'm like, so what's going on? She like, I don't know, like something just ain't right. Something just ain't right. I'm calling her, she not answering. This ain't usually her or whatever, right? So I'm like, all of a sudden, her and what's her name hanging out after, you know, the incident that I done talked to such and such dude and blah, 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 right? So finally, the person answered that she trying to get in touch with her actual person. Rosie's actual person is trying to get in touch with her, right? So she answered, she like, where you at? So Rosie had like a, you know, a actual person, like it was a girlfriend. So I miss and said guy, but you know, she like, I'm the person, right? It's a guy. It's 2 guys. Remember the 2 guys that they at the job? It's the 2 guys, right? So basically, the guy that she's actually with is on the phone saying, don't worry about where I'm at, this and this and this. You know, you worry about that, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. And then why does thing 1 and thing 2 pops up in the camera and just like, yeah, and they dancing all over him, doing all of this. She like, don't play with me. I'm like, where they at? So she want to go back and forth with him. I'm like, we need to get them right, because they been playing with you. Like, they would be saying, oh, you big this, you big that, you gonna try to hit me, you gonna have to like do this, you might try to sit on me. Like, they basically playing in her face. And a little bit, like I said, if you talking to her like that, I felt like you was talking to me too. So basically, they would be talking about me too. And also her dude would be talking about me too, going in on me too. So I'm like, where they at? She was like, actually, I was kind of like, I ain't no need to go over there, because a little bit in me, I want to go there. A little bit in me, I didn't. Because I'm like, okay, I brought them over here. If they call the police, I'm probably going down. You know, that's probably what I was thinking. But then a part of me was like, if I get a good 2 minutes with theme 2, I could probably make it and be okay. That's how I used to think too. So it was like, get a good 2 minutes. But then I was thinking, I was like, Rosie gonna do the most. It's not gonna take 2 minutes with Rosie. Rosie gonna sit over there and do the most, and I might just have to leave her because I don't really like being around police. You know, like I'm weighing out all my options. And so one thing about it, at the house, I seen like some dudes over there as well. So I was like, oh no, it just can't be us two over there, like, or whatever. I was like, we need to call somebody. So guess who we call? DC. We get on the phone with DC. I'm like, hey, she was like, don't call him. Please don't. Please don't. I'm like, girl, please. We need protection. So DC, I'm like, DC, hey, you wanna go over here with us? We finna go over here to fight. Like, we finna go over to fight. Like, you wanna come? So he like, yeah, we can. He like, yeah, pull up. I ain't got nothing else to do. He used to have nothing to do. So we pull up over there. Why the world? Something told me like, pay attention to DC, but I didn't. I really wasn't paying attention to DC that close. So I was like, he get in the car, whatever. We up there playing Nuck If You Bull. Something just did not feel right when we was gonna. Something just didn't feel right. Like I was I was more nervous with DC in the car than it was just us two. You get what I'm saying? So we pull up over there. We get out. So she finna walk in the house. I'm like right behind her or whatever. So DC like, yeah, go ahead behind your friend. Y'all, while we turn around, DC got a bat in his hand. It's like, no. Wait. Let me tell you this. Before we notice the bat in his hand, before we notice that, because he finna go play baseball. He finna play baseball. Like, he wasn't finna do nothing. Like, you know, he playing baseball. So basically, before we notice that, I'm walking in there. I'm just like this posted. And I'm looking at thing too, because I'm like, this bitch called me fat. So what's up with her? She called me fat. I'm like, you know, like, she had so much to say on the phone. She's sitting over there like this, with her feet tucked. That's how she was. So I'm like, okay, yeah, she ain't saying nothing now, but I'm looking over there. So it's like, I felt like DC was trying to tell me, you need to go do this, you need to do that. Yeah, stand behind your friend. I'm like, shut up. Like, what is you talking about? I turn around, I see a bat in his hand. I'm like, what is you doing with that bat? All I know is the dude in there started turning up. He like, get out. Y'all, this about my house. No, actually, before that happened, something else happened. So basically, I'm looking over there. So she, what's her name? What's her name? Rosie. Rosie's sitting up there. She not really paying attention. Like, she trying to talk at the person that she's with, the guy. So she trying to talk at him. And I'm like, I thought you was coming over here to fight the bitches. Like, we ain't really worried about him. Like, this person done disrespected you so much. I felt like anybody else, you'd put your hands on them. But this girl done did all of this and all of that. Why you ain't put your hands on her? Like, I get it. Now I guess. But no, it was just like, you came over here. You said we was finna get to it with the girls. And one thing about it, I'm the type of person now. I felt like if I'd have popped off, she'd have been like, ain't nobody tell you to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't need you to do that. I was going over there just to do this. But the whole time, you said that you was going over there to do da-da-da-da-da. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, I'm just sitting there letting her, like, I'm just like this. But I'm looking so serious. Because, like, I kind of wanted Thing 2 to get up out that chair a little bit. Like, I just really wanted her to get up out that chair and just, like, but anyway. But I'm like, we came over here and I feel like I had to play it smart because here we are. We done came into their place. They looking spooked. If we do whatever we need to do to them, we going to jail. Because it's like, yeah, anyway, yeah, God was with me. And I'm glad he was with DC too, because so she going back and forth about it, right? And I'm just like, I'm getting aggravated because I'm like, it's the girls. The girls was the one who said, you're fat, you're this, you're that, you this, da. Why aren't we over here for the girls? you steady going, you can go back and forth with him later. That's how I kind of was looking at it. Like, I really wanted her to get her around with her. Because it was just like, she said all of that to you. I just didn't understand that. So, I still don't to this day. Because, anyway. So, all of a sudden, after it's getting too heated, one of the guys like, hey, y'all gonna get up out of here. Y'all gonna get up out of here. Y'all ain't coming in my house with that. And then so here go what her name is? Rosie. Rosie like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, why is she saying sorry to him? And then I was like, oh, cause this nigga got the bag. He probably got scared. Like, y'all done came up in my house like y'all running. Why DC not flinching? DC like was not getting out that man's house. Let me get out his house before they call the police. Cause actually it was like a officer in the neighborhood. So I was like, they ain't gonna take that long to get here. They might just call you like, hey, go check on them over there. Go send them, pack them up and send them on out of there. So I was just like, whatever. So anyway, we end up leaving. And why her dude started like, and I'm saying dude loosely. So her dudes like started like going in on me about it. So basically, actually, y'all, it really wasn't a dude. It was like another girl. It was like a girl. But you know, say that kind of silently. You know, like whatever. Because y'all can be like, why DC ain't stepping in with this? But really, it was just like, it was a girl. So that's why DC, but cause she started going in on me. Do y'all know like Rosie just let her say all that stuff about me? Like Rosie let that girl say all that stuff about me. And like, she wasn't no little one. Like she was kind of like a buff man. Rosie let her say all of that. And like, the thing was, I kind of felt some type of way about that because it was just like, first of all, Rosie, you are her aunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of y'all are like small. And anytime somebody said, you never had to worry about nobody saying anything disrespectful to you that I dated because they knew that was out. Nobody that I ever dated disrespected you. So it was just like I felt some type of way about that. So basically, yeah, so we leave or whatever, right? So why the word, I said, right? We leave. So when we go back, we head back up to like a little point. Like we head to the gas station. We sit in the gas station. So basically, she looking all on Snap. She was like, oh, they still talking S. They still talking S. Let's go back over there. I said, Rosie, we're not going back over there. We didn't do anything the first time. We're not going back over there. And that's the one thing about me. I ain't finna pop off for you. You need to pop off yourself. Because it's in you. You could do it. I seen you before. You could do it. You know? That's how I was back then. Now, like, I done grew up. I ain't nobody doing all that. I'm calling police on you. Yeah. Now, one thing about me, I could talk some trash now. I could talk some trash. That's the thing. Thank God for deliverance. Deliver me from that. I hope nobody don't try me soon and I have to. Please, Lord. Don't let these people come. But anyway, yeah, so basically, yeah, so she like, let's go back over there. Let's go back over there. We can go right now. Let's just go back over there. I kind of felt like she maybe wanted to prove herself to me or something. But I kind of felt like I really didn't. At that point, it was just like, why is we going over there a second time? That's asking for jail time. Like, that's really asking for it. So basically, she was like, no, come on, we're gonna go over there. So y'all, we head over there again, playing Duck If You Buck again. Duck If You Buck is going again. So I'm like, like it just got so tiring. Y'all, at this time, something just ain't feel right. That ain't feel right. We should just stay home. We got them. The girls, they on the phone again. Like, she called her little, her guy again. She called her guy again. They over there talking junk. She was like, and tell her that fat P to come too. Dot. Like, they going all in. Gotta be all type of fat, sloppy, big. And one thing about thing too, she was not big either. She was just real short. And she was just like, had big old boom booms. And then it was like, wasn't anything special, and she always used to like puff. So it was just like, that used to irritate me. It be always the people who cannot talk about nobody talking about somebody. You really just mad because that dude. Anyway, me and that dude had the dude that you know, we hooked up with the, you know, that I was supposed to talk to because of, on the behalf of my friend. We ended up getting into it about something. I gotta go look up the messages because I forgot what it was that we got into it about. I swear I forgot. I think he felt some type of way because I only wanted to talk to him because of that. I really do think that was it. Because he finally found out because I ain't tell him. So basically, yeah, so she like, let's go back over there, y'all. Why don't we go back over there? Cars leaving out like, shoom, shoom, shoom. She was like, I told you we could have caught them if you'd have left earlier. We caught them the first time. You went over there, you ain't do nothing. So we get back over there. She over there fighting with him again. I'm like, I just don't understand why you didn't. That's what we had came over here for. That's what you said we was going. And don't be like, oh, why you ain't pop off? Because she didn't pop off. Tired of popping off. I already popped off and talked to a dude. Shoot. That really just made me so. I bet y'all gonna be like, okay, Ashley, you 2-0. You 2-0 now. You 2-0. Y'all done went to this fight. Y'all ain't do it. It was the people that I was hanging out with, y'all. It wasn't me, y'all. I swear. It was not me. Another thing, let me just give me 2 minutes to talk about this, or however long. Never pull up to nobody's house to fight nobody. Because it's just like, you're automatically going to jail. Okay? Because it's like, just say if them people was just like, oh, these people coming in my house to attack, and DC behind them run their back. It's just kind of like, they could have did anything, and guess what? It'd have been our word against theirs. We walked in there, we wasn't even supposed to be there. You get what I'm saying? Never go to nobody else's house. What's another thing? Let people fight their own battle. Like, vengeance is not yours, it's the Lord's. Because say if I was so rowdy and I'd have went in there and I was just so ready to just, you get it? I feel like they would have called the police on me and probably would have been like, well, it wasn't Rosie, it was Holiday. And I'm pretty sure they did that because some people did not like me. And I just feel like, just always think like that. Like, think better. Like, I shouldn't even been in this predicament. I shouldn't even really, but I felt like at the end of the day, DC kind of, I don't want to say save us, but it gave us like some extra, it made them, I don't want to say fear, because they were scared now. They were scared. We wasn't doing that bad. They were scared. And I felt like a little bit, it gave Rosie some courage or something. Because Rosie was like, yeah, you know, I was talking, like, afterwards, I kind of felt like her take on it was like, oh, yeah, such and such yet said, like, oh, he understood where you was coming. I felt like everybody was mad at me, but not her. And probably because I rode her over there, but it was just like, she wanted to come and y'all kept playing. And I thought she was going to go over there to teach a lesson. She over there talking to the girl. I don't know. Anyway, shouldn't have been no lessons talk anyway. But maybe it was a good thing that she didn't, because, but it was just like, the girl keep playing with you. Anyway, y'all, that's it for this story time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all go like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all are clicking the post notification bells. Make sure that y'all use y'all sense of discernment when y'all walk in the everyday world. Love y'all.